Long time no see. We went up this morning on the DA, the secret DA, Alex Alonzo, and ex-Inglewood family, Munchie B. IFGs they don't cooperate with district attorneys. It's a well-known fact that Munchie B has allowed Alex Alonzo to sway and turn him out. He got to drop that flag. He already admitted to turning in information to the police and getting paid for it. He was on the phone earlier today when they asked him, where you get the interrogation tapes from? You got them from the DA side. How are you getting them from that side? But we're going to get to that. You can go check out Clubhouse TV, Ray Gibbs TV, Clubhouse Shenanigans on their YouTube channel. And you definitely find an exclusive. That happened on Clubhouse. Our segment, 33 minutes of the East Coast guys calling in and exposing what's going on. Today, Ray J and Kim Kardashian is getting kind of spicy. Court documents going up. Ray J feeling some kind of way. The Kardashians and Kim and her mother, Chris, accusing Ray J of defamation. Ray J's come with some very, very strong allegations. And that he was forced to be quiet, paid hush money, saying that they want to take the truth and sweep it under the rug like all this was just him. Look like Aria Emanuel is behind their legal team. Ray J got a very prominent legal team as well. But the question is, who did what? That's the question. Is Ray J wrong for attacking the Kardashians? That is the question, not raised by me, but raised by the Kardashians. Let's go over a little history. Way back before little Kim Kardashian had a voice, there was once her mother, who was always in the in crowd. She had a husband that was an attorney who was great friends with OJ, right? As we know, Nicole Simpson was murdered along with Mr. Goldman. And Mr. Kardashian, he stood by OJ's side. See, one thing we know about men tend to go home and share things with their significant other, especially when they all part of the same circle. Let's hit the subscribe button, share the room, thumbs up, drop some questions in the chat. So, I believe OJ was allowed to go free because the Kardashians turned a blind eye on the truth. Now, we're not going to get too far off into OJ. Rest in peace to Juice. But I say that to say this. When you're skilled at and you have practice with manipulating, looking the other way, playing the role. Those of y'all watch In Whose Name, go check it out. It's in 1,000 theaters. You will see Kanye address Kris Jenner, and you'll see her say, he says, did you play a part in my mental health? Did you play a part in my mental health breakdown? And she said, yes, I did. But we love you, Kanye. She don't give a damn about no Kanye. Kanye know that. Trust me, he's told me so. Lights, camera, action. Let's talk about lights, camera, action. I'm speaking on it because I believe all this kind of started with me. I remember going on IG, saying something about multiple sex tapes, and said Whack 100 is a lie. There isn't multiple sex tapes. Then I said, go back to your client and say the city Santa Barbara and say the word Cinnabon and call me another lie and watch what I do. The lawyer went on mute. Why? Because this lawyer wasn't around. Only thing this lawyer knows is what they're telling him. But I think when he went back and said what I said, they probably told him just leave it alone. Now, I say that because Ari Emanuel, very powerful guy in Hollywood, I don't think he knows the real details behind this. He's a guy that doesn't like to lose, very powerful guy, very fair guy, does a lot of business. But I think Ari Emanuel is just like this other lawyer who really doesn't know the details. Because way back in those days, 20, 21 years ago, he was doing whatever he was doing, building the empire he has now. So here's a few facts. There's 3 tapes. The contract specifies this: deliverable 1, 2, and 3. Rewind. Ray J has always had a momager since a kid, even when I came into his world on the management side. But Ray J's momager always stands on principles and morals. Although she may support her son will not involve her in certain things. So I say that to say this. Where did Kim Kardashian come from? Let's talk about it. And we're gonna get back to deliverables 1, 2, and 3. And again, this is not a disrespectful clip. This is just a real clip. And anybody has a right to challenge it if they see fit. Kim Kardashian comes from a long line of trying to get on. Damon Thomas was her first husband. Black brother, producer. Then it went to other people I know in between, and then Ray J, and then, you know, the football player, then the basketball player, then eventually Kanye. And once she got there, bam, this is the one that had the babies by. Ray J was the one that's responsible for Kim Kardashian being popular. Prior to that, she was an assistant to the Norwoods. She carried the bag, she did the shopping. She's up now. I'm just giving the facts. We've seen this happen with other young ladies. They get with a certain person, nobody knew who they were. Because of this individual, they become popular. Everybody wants a part of them. And Ray J is the one responsible for making Kim Kardashian popular by way of the sex tape. It took his presence. He's definitely guilty of being there. He's guilty of being in a room, on the jets, on the planes, He's definitely guilty of Cinnabonning her, splash, in Santa Barbara. But when it comes to film, there's other elements. You have the business side of it, finances. You have the contractual side of it, attorneys. And you have the recording side of it, editing and so on and so forth. And I want to touch bases on the editing. Usually in these type of situations where sexual content being shot, they have an editor that's familiar with these type of scenes because you want to let the juicy ones go first and then build up and build up. Your weakest one should be your last one if it's a 3. Your strongest one should be your first one. This was our thoughts. But the editor seemed to think, well, I want to get freaky then freakier. And then the last one would be whatever. But in order to do so, we need 440,000. And Kim's gonna tell the world she doesn't know what's going on. And I'm going to select what comes out first. The key word is the I'm. The I'm isn't me. The I'm isn't Ray J. The I'm's definitely not Sonia Norwood. The editor who looked at all the sexual content was Kris Jenner. She selected what was gonna come out first, second, third. Now that we got that out the way, let's go to the contracts. The contracts had 2 signature lines. Kim Kardashian and Willie Norwood Jr., AKA Ray J. But it only had 1 signer. But both signature lines were complete, but there was 1 signer. The person that signed Ray J's name is the same person that signed Kim Kardashian's name. The signer was Kim Kardashian. Ray J himself never signed the contract. She signed his name for him. Okay, this goes back to people saying Ray J's a lie. Ray J put it out behind my back. I don't know what's going on. When Kanye delivered the content that was given to him on their show, they said we thought it was only 1 sex tape. She says, I don't know. Maybe he stuck a pill up my boop bop back there and I was drugged. This is what she said. Everything always points the finger at Ray J as if Ray J's the bad guy. Ray J did it. I've only kind of heard Ray J tell 1 lie. Subliminally and indirectly in a fun way, and I'm part to blame for this. And that lie lies in the song called I Hit It First. Ray J know goddamn well he didn't hit that first. Other than that, everything else that he says, he's pretty much on point. So let's cover it. And again, remember, Kris Jenner, or Kris Kardashian, comes from a history of being a part of something and knowing how to look the other way and knowing how to play it, referencing the OJ case. We would have loved to see what that blood test came out to be with OJ and one of the Kardashian sisters. We would all love to see that one. But That's another conversation. Defamation means that somebody is saying something about you that is untrue. Somebody's saying things about you that's slanderous. Well, the only side that's saying untrue, slanderous things is coming from the Kardashian side towards Ray J. Everything Ray J's saying, he's truth. He's telling the truth. I don't know if it's one of the judges we watch, the light-skinned brother, not Joe Brown, the other brother. He covered it. He says, I don't see a defamation. If there's proof that she legally consented to the tapes, which they are, you can still go to Vegas right now today and watch these tapes in the hotels. You can pay for, they charge you, but it's what it is. There's no slander, there's no defamation. I know we heard him say, yo, I wouldn't be surprised if a Rico comes. That's his opinion. Because he knows whatever it is that he knows. It's a lot of dark secrets in Hollywood. A lot of dark secrets in the hood. Hell, I got a dark secret right there behind me. But that's between me and her. At the end of the day, you guys got to stop siding with the people that have the popularity vote. Just because the voice is louder on the other side doesn't mean it's being truthful, and doesn't mean the other person is not being truthful. Now, they said they're filing a lawsuit. I think everybody needs to take a step back, put on that thinking cap. And whoever knows Mr. Emmanuel, let him know that there's more details out there. We have the documents that show what was signed off on, how many tapes were signed off on and completed. And quite naturally, is it old? Yeah, it's old. Why are we still talking about it? Because there's somebody that's victimized here or feels victimized. We just watched Puffy sit in court, and they went all the way back to 1992, 93 on him. Cassie, I think they went back 18 years or something on him, so it's no difference. What's the difference? You know, when a person's feeling some type of way and they're thinking about it and it's bothering them, they're gonna talk about it. I think they took the cake and they jumped out there a little too soon. And instead of just letting it be, because we know what the truth of the matter is, they decided to play victim. Oh, he's the word slander and defamation right now coming out of their mouth with their legal backing is very loud. But the whisper right now is where the power's at. And the whisper is in the truth. And the truth is, nothing Ray J has said, all the documents that can be produced, the legitimacy of that contract and that business is exactly what he say it is. So let's just be real here. Ye accepted it. Maybe it's time you had a conversation with your little ones because they're of age. They're on the internet. But stop trying to paint this man out to be the villain. Was he the villain when you were saying, go back in and hit her where it counts? He wasn't a villain then. You wasn't a victim then. Yo, I think the first check you got was like 440,000 or so. And I know for a fact you've collected a lot of residuals over this little ordeal. So listen, man, let's stop playing victim. Those of you guys use your brain. As powerful as the Kardashians are, if it would have been any foul play with the release of this footage, you wouldn't be able to watch it in various hotels in Las Vegas. You wouldn't be. It'd have been pulled down. That's a law. They don't want that lawsuit. Use your brain. Use your brain. The tables have turned. They have a louder voice, a larger platform. But this is Ray J. He's not known for being a liar. He may be known for being a little outrageous and a little wild sometimes. But hey, that's Ray J. But he's not known for being a liar. On the other hand, there's been some instances or two of thievery, turning a blind eye, and telling a few white lies. I'm just saying. So on that note, let's think about it, react to it, talk about it. Anybody want me to come to their channel and have a conversation? I just might do that. Until next time, you can catch me on the 100 side of Clubhouse. If you want to read about me, you can go to Amazon. Books, type in Whack 100, authored by the lovely R&B, and cop Ego Exposed, or the 13 Commandments for the YNs, or simply catch me in the YouTube streets. I'm headed to the 100 side of Clubhouse. We're going to talk about it. But please, y'all, stop siding with the people who have the popularity vote. I guarantee you, either A, a lawsuit will not be filed, or B, if they file it, you'll see it go away because there's going to be a counter. Chris, come on. We know what the reality is. Knock it off. Knock it off. We black folks. We know not to just be saying stuff to be saying it. Come on now. The old law of it's against the law to learn how to read or write, been long gone. Been long gone. Until next time, y'all take care. Keep your head on the swivel. Go check out Clubhouse TV, Ray Gibbs TV, a Clubhouse Shenanigans TV. Fresh content, Alex Alonso, working with the DA, snaking the dudes in the streets, and Munchie B turned out a DA associate. Ask old Munchie B, how do you keep getting ORs and you don't have to bail out? Is it a favor you've been doing for them people through old Alex? You did say you get paid to be from Inglewood family. You go around, find out what's going on in the streets, put the information in your app, send it to the people, and they pay you. Maybe the ORs is a form of payment. Until next time, peanut butter, no jelly. Protect them cheeks, and we out.